Are you ready to have better results and a better relationship with money? Today I'm going to give you 12 power tips that will put you ahead of 98% of people financially. So get a pen and a piece of paper. This is going to be a changing day in your life. This is day 25 of the 30-day money mindset challenge. So let's dive right in. Tip number 1 is, why do you want more money? What most people don't realize is that you don't actually want the money, believe it or not. You want what the money will give you. The experiences, the things you can buy, the freedom to be able to make better quality choices, not having all that struggle and that stress around money. This is all a part of why you want more money, and it's very important that you get clear and specific on what that looks like for you and how you will actually use that money. Now, on day 16 of the challenge, I shared with you how to put money to work for you, and that money loves being put to work. It loves a purpose. So after this video is finished, you can always check out that video or any of the other videos in the series. So tip number 2 is to learn the language of money. Understand money. Now, this is not as hard as it sounds. If you want to have better relationship and better results with money, then you must understand the game of money. So this is listening to people like Mark Moss on YouTube. He's absolutely incredible. Go and check out his challenge. He's going to use, if you've never listened to people who are in the money game or understand the financial landscape and how to play the game to win, then they're probably going to bamboozle you with a whole lot of language that you've never heard before. But once you start learning, and Mark Moss is incredible because he explains things really simply for anybody to understand, you will start to pick up the language and you will start to understand how to play the game of money to win. Another person I always recommend is, of course, Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad and another book called Fake. He's also unbelievable, and he brings incredible guests onto his podcast, and he will teach you about how to play the money game to win. I heard the other day that Robert Kiyosaki is actually $1.2 billion in debt. And there's actually a video that his accountant made that spoke about how Robert Kiyosaki uses money and debt as leverage to win the game of money. So what I'm going to do is actually put a couple of those links down in the description below for you to go and watch some of those videos so you can start to learn the language of money. Tip number 3 is to raise your frequency and vibration. You know that your frequency and your vibration changes everything. Once you elevate your frequency and vibration into those higher states of being, you are able to create more of your life by design, and you will attract more money and more wealth into your life. And on day 19, I actually spoke about this at length on how to elevate your frequency and vibration so you are more attractive to money. So start to do things that really light you up. If you're not having fun in this world, why are you even here? So start enjoying your life. Focus on the things that really light you up, elevate your frequency and vibration, and master your state of being. So once you do that, you are really in control of the outcomes in your life, and it will help you to have much better results with money because you will make different decisions, different choices. And remember that you are this transmission station. So you are constantly transmitting frequency out to the universe. So when you transmit a high level frequency and vibration, you actually get that back in return. It simply brings back and amplifies whatever you are transmitting. So master your frequency and vibration and your state of being, and that is a very powerful key to you getting much better results with money. Tip number 4 is to fall in love with the journey, with the becoming, with the learning, with the expansion. This life is all about your expansion, and it is going to be challenging AF. It's going to throw all kind of curveballs at you, but remember, you are bigger than any challenge that you will ever face. And once you know and understand that, once you realize that you are this incredibly powerful creative force, you are infinitely powerful, and you have the ability to create anything that you want in your life, you will be absolutely unstoppable. So stop judging and criticizing your parts of the journey. Just fall in love with the process, embrace all of it. What you perceive as the good, the bad, the indifferent, choose to be at cause in your life instead of at effect. So if you are at effect, then you're at the mercy of everything that's happening to you. If you are at cause, then you are a deliberate creator in your life. You are creating through the power of your intention. And remember, life is happening for you, not to you. So fall in love with the journey, fall in love with the process, fall in love with all the ugly, because it is going to be chaotic. It is going to be messy. Just get used to it. Embrace all of it and know that you can create anything you want to through the power of your intention and your focus. Tip number 5 is don't buy dumb shit. The vast majority of people are consuming way more than they need. They're wasting the vast majority of their money on stuff that is never going to add value to them. It's never going to help them to create wealth. In actual fact, is going to drain their financial resources and keep them poor. Now, in yesterday's video, I spoke about the consumer versus the creator. So that is another powerful video to show you that those who offer value to the world, they are the creators of the world. They are the ones who control the wealth of the world. Those who are purely consuming mindlessly, they're going to stay in lack, scarcity, and poverty. Now, you can choose to change this by actually analyzing your purchases, analyzing where you're spending your money and how much value you are getting out of those purchases. I'm not saying never buy stuff, but just stop buying dumb shit and start saving your money, start investing your money, because as soon as you start to save, as soon as you become a good money steward, money will actually respond to you in a positive way. So learn to master your money and don't buy dumb shit. Power tip number 6 is to neutralize your emotion. See, money is a highly emotionally charged topic for pretty much everybody on the planet. But if you can learn to neutralize your emotion and make decisions not from fear, not from excitement, and actually do your due diligence and make financial decisions based in knowledge and wisdom and understanding and future intention, as in future wealth creation, you're going to be way ahead of the vast majority of people. Get intentional. Be wise. Be intelligent. Make intelligent decisions and purchase intelligent things. Invest in things intelligently. So the more you can neutralize your emotions around money and not be hyper-reactive, stressed out, anxious, or in a state of excitement about purchasing that new best thing, then the better decisions you are going to make financially. And remember, wealthy people know how to make money, they know how to keep money, they know how to grow money. Power tip number 7 is be valuable to others. Offer value to the marketplace. Now, you know I love entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is one of the best ways to take control of your personal economy. So what value can you offer to others in exchange for money? It could be a product, it could be a service. This is all about packaging up your gifts, your talents, your superpowers, your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, and offering value to the marketplace and solving a problem for others. Entrepreneurs, the way they create wealth is they solve problems for a profit. So how can you be more valuable for people to be able to invest in whatever it is that you have to offer? Power tip number 8 is to invest in yourself. The biggest return on investment you will ever get is on expanding your knowledge, your skills, your experience, your expertise. Remember, in the previous tip, I spoke about being of value to others. So the more you invest in your value and the value you can offer the world, the more money that you are going to be able to make. So invest in yourself and invest wisely. Look at the different skills and experience and knowledge that you can invest in to become the most valuable version of you can possibly be. This, of course, comes back to entrepreneurship. If you want to really put yourself in charge of your financial future, then entrepreneurship is the quickest way to build wealth and to be in control of your personal economy. So learn the skills that are going to help you to be more valuable to the marketplace, because the more valuable you are, the more money you are going to make. Power tip number 9 is to surround yourself with financially savvy people. Your people environment is one of the most powerful, influential factors in shaping you and shaping your future. So if you are hanging out with rich and wealthy people, you will naturally start to understand the way they think, the way they operate, the habits that they exhibit, the way they relate to money, and the way they use money to become more and more wealthy. There's a reason rich people become richer. It's because of their habits. It's because of the way they think. If you hang out with these people, then you will naturally start to understand that. And it's almost like learning by osmosis. You become a part of that environment and you become like those that you hang out with. So if you can't hang out with rich and wealthy people in person, I highly recommend that you get yourself in those rooms, but you can now do it online. This is one of the most powerful aspects of our online world, is that you can hang out with rich and wealthy people on YouTube, in any kind of social media spaces. You can actually do their courses, get in their sphere of influence and immerse yourself in the environment that's going to help you to up-level your brain, your habits, your thinking around money, wealth, and abundance. Tip number 10 is employing proven and predictable systems and strategies that will help you to make money, keep money, and grow money. So money is not some mysterious thing that just comes to people and not others randomly. Money is actually acquired and funneled to people who are systematic and strategic, and they apply proven ways to be able to make money. As I said, rich people know how to make money, keep money, and grow money. So as you learn about the language of money, as you apply yourself to being more valuable and learning the skills that you need to, then now it's time to employ the proven systems and strategies that will help you to be rich, wealthy, and successful. And you're going to learn more about this when you do what I said in the previous tip, and that is hang out with rich and wealthy people. And this is about applying your brain, learning the skills, the systems, the strategies that are going to get you the results that you want. It really isn't more complicated than that. So apply yourself and be intentional about everything that you do, everything that you learn, and you will be able to create a secure financial future for yourself and your loved ones. Power tip number 11 is to know your numbers. So I did this exercise with one of my Thrive coaching members today, and I advised her to look at what is the minimum amount of income she needs to cover her bare essentials. So the mortgage or the rent, the food that she needs to eat, the bills that she needs to pay, any debt that you have, any other financial obligations that you need to meet as a bare minimum to get through life without having to really massive austerity measures. Just the bare minimum. Know your numbers. Sit down and write that out. Now, give yourself a little bit of a buffer. So add another, couple of $100 on top of that to look at the bare minimum of the income that you need to survive and to be a little bit comfortable. Okay? So now look at the lifestyle that you want to live. What different choices do you want to be able to make? What choices will you be able to make when you are financially free? Do you want a new home? Do you want a different lifestyle? Do you want to be traveling the world? Do you want a new car? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? What contribution do you want to make to the world? What does financial freedom look like to you? And then write down what that's going to cost. Actually analyze the numbers about the kind of income that you need to create the lifestyle of your dreams. Suspend disbelief. Go big. I don't care how big the numbers are. I don't care how daunting they might look. Remember, you are infinitely powerful and you have the ability to create anything that you put your mind to. But you need to be realistic about the gap between where you are and where you want to be and the financial income that you want to create. Now that you know the financial income that you want to create the lifestyle that you want, what's your plan? What plan are you going to put in place to create that new income stream that's going to fund this amazing lifestyle? Tip number 12 is KISS. Keep it super simple. So while the world of money can be incredibly complex, and the more you hang out with wealthy people, the more you will understand that there are some very complex strategies that these people use. But start where you're at, use what you have, do what you can, and keep it simple, at least in the beginning. The more you learn, the more you grow, the more financial knowledge you have, the more you can start employing complex systems and strategies. But don't overwhelm yourself. Keep it super simple and just do what you can right now and start to take little tiny steps each and every day, because what you want is progress. You don't have to get from here to here immediately. As I said, fall in love with the process, the journey, the expansion. You will become the version of you need to be as long as you commit to the journey. If you don't have the results that you want with money right now, then you just haven't become the person you need to be yet. So I hope you have found these 12 power tips really helpful and really valuable. If you have, do me a favor, like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know how this landed for you. Let me know what was your favorite tip out of all of these that you are going to start applying in your life right now, today. You don't have to do them all at once, but just start applying something today. Now, if you want my 20 wealth creation tips for conscious entrepreneurs, then all you need to do is type wealth in the comments below and I will send you the link to download that free guide. It is super valuable. It's going to absolutely change the game for you, as long as you apply what you learn from that guide. If you have missed any of the previous videos, then you can catch them all in this playlist. And if you want a video that's going to help you to change and rewire your brain for money, wealth, abundance, and success, check out this EFT video here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video in the series, day 26, tomorrow. Have a great day. I'll see you then.